Hello, my beautiful souls. So today we're asking the question, is my ex thinking about me? And we have 3 lovers cards. So if you would like to pick one of these cards and then go to pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, possibly your answer might be there. Or if you would like to pick with crystals or zodiac, that's coming up. But if you can use your intuition to pick from these cards, do that now. If you would like to pick with crystals, we're doing that now. We'll start with this one. This is a smoky quartz. Put it there so you can see it. Then this one, you can see it up there. This is an African amethyst. And then this one, that is a lilac or lilac charoite. So if you can pick using crystals, you can go to those piles now, or if you're one of my zodiac people, I have that coming up next. If you don't want to see that, please pause, pick your pile, and go there now. For zodiacs, we have Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, Aries. So if that helps you pick your pile using your sun, moon, or rising, you could go there now, or any other placement you want to look at, maybe Venus, if you know what sign it's in. Either way, go there now, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. You may have chosen this pile because of this card, the Lover's card. You may have chosen it for the smoky quartz, and you may have chosen it with your sun, moon, and rising zodiac. If you didn't pick that way, that's okay. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. It's just another way that people like to pick, and hopefully they're picking with their Venus. Am I right? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be picking 5 cards because we're asking 5 questions to ultimately answer the question as, is my ex thinking about me? That's what we want to know. There's 3. There we go. 4 and 5. Next, we're going to be picking clarifying love situation. Not necessarily that there is love between you two, but we do kind of want to know where the energy is between you two. So we're going to pick maybe a couple of these. There's 1, and there's 2. Those there. Then messages. We'll see how many come out for this one. Any more? Any more? Great. And then we'll do a few little, see if this gives us any insight on top of everything else. Okay. Thank you. Move everybody. So let's start with card 1. And the question for card 1 is, what is your ex's current state of mind? What are his current, or her, what are their current thoughts and emotions? And the 6 of Cups is kind of about thinking about the past. Your ex is currently reminiscing about the past and feeling nostalgic about your relationship. Card 2 is your ex's feelings about the past relationship. What did they think about you 2 when you were together? And you have strength. So your ex views your past relationship as one that required inner strength and patience, possibly seeing it as a time of mutual support and personal growth. Positive things. Yeah. The third card is the Fool. It's saying that your ex thinks of you with a sense of new beginnings and curiosity, possibly considering the idea of starting afresh or seeing you in a new light. Fourth card is there potential for your ex to reach out and communicate with you? And you have the Ace of Swords. And that says there's a strong potential for clear and honest communication with your ex. They may be considering reaching out to you to discuss matters directly. Wow. All right. But then we have advice. Advice for you. How do you handle this? It really looks like your ex is thinking about you, thinking of reaching out to you. They're obviously putting a positive light on your past relationship. So what advice do the cards have for you? And it's a Chariot reversed. That's saying the advice is to take a step back and not force any action. Don't be the first to text. Don't be the first to call. Focus on self-control and avoid rushing into any decisions or actions regarding your ex. So sit back, relax, wait for things to unfold. So your ex is thinking about you. They're reminiscing about the past, and they might be open to new possibilities or viewing you with some sense of new perspective right here. So it looks like they're trying to, well, they're definitely thinking about communicating with you. And your advice is to just be patient. Don't initiate. That's your advice. Let's look at some clarifying cards. So temporary relief, distractions. Distractions aren't a quick fix for deeper issues. So what this might be saying is that your ex is thinking of you very fondly, but there were some issues. There's a reason they are your ex. So maybe it might be nice, to have that conversation. But always remember there were deeper issues. And this is secret desires. Unspoken needs can plunge you into deep confusion. So they might be coming in when they make contact with the right words and the right things to say. And it's really going to confuse you because I think you remember why you broke up. They're reminiscing. They're thinking of the good stuff. What you guys accomplished together. How you supported each other. So be very cautious of how this is coming across. They may be wanting to rekindle something from the past. And don't be confused by that. Remember why you broke up. But let's see. What other messages do we have for you? So these are messages from your ex. I don't know if we will ever change. So possibly they are the same. They're thinking of you in a very rose-colored glasses. Make sure you're not wearing them because the things that happened between you two looks like they haven't changed. You might have changed, but it doesn't look like they have. Soul tie. I always feel connected to you. Yeah, I bet you guys had some beautiful, beautiful memories together. And they're obviously reminiscing about that. But you will always have those memories. You can't relive them. Remember that. Irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. So maybe possibly the reason that your ex is thinking about you is because their other relationships were not as satisfying, were not as great as when they were with you. They're doing that comparison thing, and you're fantastic. Makes me believe that possibly you were the one that broke up here. I could be wrong. They might have went off and found someone else, but they are thinking about you because, man, you were a catch. I'm thinking that it was stupid of them to leave. Mend. I want to fix our connection. Yeah, I think that's where this communication is coming in right here. I think they do want to mend. I think they do want to come forward and say, is there any possibility? Let's see what these little ditties say. Chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. Well, this might be happening, and don't mess it up. going into the past. The past is a past for a reason, right? They aren't new. There's someone else possibly coming in. Don't go back. Scales, keep your life in balance. Yeah, you don't want this ex coming in and throwing everything out of balance. There's nothing wrong with conversations, but if it's leading to, hey, you want to get back together? It looks like you're finding your own balance. That's probably not the best. Feather, someone you know is undependable and insecure. So I'm thinking this might have been a reason why you did break up. Undependable and insecure. Do you think? Maybe that was the reason? You'll know. Flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. You have learned something from this relationship. You really have. And I think you've raised your standards. Basically, I think that's what's going on here. You have raised your standards. And they're on the sidelines saying, wow, she's leveling up. She's got this glow up going on. I just kind of want to be a part of that. You were so great. I think they're realizing it now. Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Well, they might be feeling that, right? Or that is maybe why you broke up. The energy that you two had probably wasn't the best for you. And that's why you're leveling up. And that's why your standards are higher. It's like, I'm not doing this again. Doesn't mean you can't have a conversation, but realize that someone is there or someone is coming in. You don't want to go backwards. And the month is November. So when this says be patient, like don't be the one reaching out. They're going to reach out to you. Be patient. So it looks like November might be how long it takes for them to possibly get a hold of you. Or November will be when, that door completely shuts. Or November is when that other person is coming in. There's something happening in November, but it is going to be a shift for you. You're leveling up. Don't go backwards. You're in a better spot. There's no reason you can't be friends, but you're not going to be anything else. You're not. You really shouldn't. They lost you. You were so great. I mean, that's what they're remembering about you. You were just so great. So, thank you, Pile 1. I hope that answered your question. Yeah, stay strong. You keep your strength, for sure. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in another reading. Hi, Pile 2. Thank you for choosing this pile. You may have chose it with this Lover's card. You may have chose it with this African amethyst. And you may have chose it with your zodiac. Hopefully your Venus. If you did not choose it that way, that's just one way people like to choose their piles. It doesn't mean it's not your pile. And I hope you enjoy your reading. So we're going to be picking 5 cards. And the question we're asking is my ex thinking about me? So we need 5 cards. It looks like we're picking 1. Hello. 2. 3. See you. 4. And 5. We're going to be grabbing some clarifying love situation cards because that's kind of what we're doing. And we want a couple of these. 1. There we go. 2. Got some love message cards. Find out about the past love. We got 5 there. And then we'll use a couple of these because these are just always fun. And they've been being very good to me. I'm not jumping around all over the floor, so we will use you again. I see you. 2, 3, I see you. 4, 5. Fantastic. All right. Thank y'all. So let's turn over your main reading cards. We have the King of Coins, the Knave of Cups, King of Swords. Wow, we've got some heavy energy. Wow, look at this. The Star. Wow, and the Two of Wands. Wow, wow. Isn't this interesting? So let's look at your first card. And your first card is to answer the question, what's your ex's current state of mind? And you get the King of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. Currently, your ex is focused on stability. Sorry, pile 2. Again, somebody comes in. So I decided to go down and make myself a coffee. So 1 second. Thank you. I'll be cutting a lot of that out, but thank you. Okay. Oh, good coffee. What was I saying? Your ex is currently focused on stability, security, practical matters. The King of Pentacles, King of Coins is very earthy. So they're prioritizing their work or personal projects right now. They're doing their thing. Card 2 asks, what are your ex's feelings about your past relationship? And this is the Knave of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. So they're thinking very tender, sentimental feelings about your past relationship. They're viewing it in a sense of innocence and fondness. Good things. The third card is the King of Swords. So what are their current thoughts about you right now? So they're thinking about you in a rational and logical manner. They're analyzing the past. And they are thinking about future interactions with a clear mind and objective perspective. Objective perspective. I like that. So they're being very logical about their feelings for you. They're not caught up in extravagant emotions or anything right now. They're being very straightforward. So this is potential for communication. Is your ex going to reach out to you? Possibly. And you have the Star. So the Star says there's a strong potential they might start up communication with you. The Star is hope and renewal, and it's a positive outlook. They believe that if they do communicate with you, it will be positive. In the future, it would be positive. Advice for you. You have the Two of Wands. What advice is there for you? They are thinking about you in a very innocent and fondness, but they get their own thing going, and they're being very logical. So this is saying, so for you is to plan and consider your future options carefully. Do you want to talk to them if they called? Would that be the smart thing to do? We're going to look at these cards to find out why maybe that's not your best action, or maybe it is. Like, we're going to look, but it does say be a little wary regarding your ex. Well, let's find out why. We're going to look here, and we have Spirit Speaks. Seek wisdom in prayer, but also have an open dialogue. I mean, this is just the Two of Wands saying, really think about, would you talk to your ex? Ask your spirit guides, ask your intuition, ask anything that makes your internal system answer. Meaning, if that would be a good idea. Deep down, if they did reach out to you, would that be a good idea to answer that phone? Mapping the way. Explore, love, and unearth unexpected treasures. So are you already in a relationship? That might be one reason why you would not pick up that phone. We need lots more clarification. So this is going to tell us what they're thinking. They have regret. For whatever broke you up, they regret that happened. It makes it sound like they may have did something or caused something, and it made you turn away. Confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. Well, they are thinking logically, but there might be some kind of missing element where in their logic, they're thinking about you. So we've established that. They've got their own thing going on. They're, living their best life, but they are wondering, where do we stand as exes? I failed to give you what you need. So again, this kind of is saying that, yeah, you needed something from them. Maybe this is a stronger indicator of what happened, because this does say that they are prioritizing work and personal projects. So possibly you did feel like, I'm not getting what I need from you, and they're regretting that. I want to fix our connection. I think that's why they're thinking about you. I think that's why there is this neglect, but it doesn't look like anything's changing. If they were neglecting you, ignoring you, and doing their own thing, and focusing on what they want to focus on, it doesn't look like anything has changed. So they might want to fix your connection, but I think change has to happen. Destiny. I am struggling to find the right path. Yeah, I think that is another. I think they don't have balance. I think that is what is really going on. They don't have balance. A lot of their energy is going into their work and what they want to do. And they haven't really learned to balance having someone else in their life. And that's where this, neglect, they're regretting doing that to you. They're struggling with finding that balance, I think is the word that we're looking for, in their life. And you left. And you're exploring your own path. And you're finding things that are bringing you joy and excitement. And don't bring this unbalanced person back in. But they are thinking about you. Bird flying. News is on the way. A nest. Horseshoe. Good luck. I think that's where you're headed. Right here. You're mapping your way. I think it's leading to brighter horizons. You are on a better path. Star, guaranteed success. Well, keep going then. You got good luck and guaranteed success. Don't bring this other energy in. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Okay, so I do believe this is part of what may have broken you up. Emotionally secure. You didn't feel that in this relationship, the emotion. They're naively looking at what your relationship was. And I think you have a more mature, stronger idea of what this relationship was. And a loving family is what you wanted, and I don't think that was here. And remember that, if that call does come. You should accept valid criticism. Well, if they do call, and they do say a few things, possibly, because the King of Swords is very straightforward communicator. If they did have criticisms, they might be valid. They really might be. You could see that as constructive. Think before acting. Think before making any decision. But I think you are heading in a much better direction, that you don't need to go backwards. They're struggling finding the right path, or finding the right balance, I think is a better word for that. And I think they saw you as this wonderful, calming, possibly a balancing factor in their life, and they ignored it. So now they're thinking of you again, because instead of working on themselves, I think they're trying to bring that energy in. And that's not really where you are anymore. So, November. That might be when either they reach out to you, maybe that's when there's that conversation, or maybe that's when you finally decide, you're in my past and that's where you're staying, and I don't need to talk to you. You're heading on a beautiful path, pile 2. Don't go backwards. You're not going to fix this. They have to work on themselves. And you knew that. You knew that when you broke up, that they really needed to work on themselves, because they were not giving you what you need. And it looks like the loving family thing, it looks like they were really focused on themselves and their career and their projects that they were doing, a little bit of selfishness going on here. And you wanted more of the family thing, doing things together, building a life together. And I don't see that here. So it will be up to you. Ultimately, it always is. if you ever want to have that conversation. But yes, they are thinking about you very fondly. Thank you, Pile 2. I enjoyed this reading. This was very nice. And I hope to see you again in another reading. Hi, Pile 3. You may have chosen this pile with this Lover's card. You may have chosen it with the Lilac Charoite. You may have chosen it with the Zodiacs, your Sun, Moon, Rising. Hopefully your Venus. If not, that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not your reading. It's just another way people like to pick their piles. And this is a reading for you too. So we are going to be picking 5 cards. Come here. Obviously 5 pick up. Oh, that was bullshit. Do that again. Okay, let's look at 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These cards are cheeky today. Flip slide. Good Lord. I'm going to get some clarifying situations. These seem to be clarifying your position in this whole matter. And we'll only take a couple of these. 1. Oh. And there's 2. And we're finding that these cards really show what is in your ex's mind. So let's find out. Okay. All right. All right. Now. Whoa, no. Oh. I've already picked up cards off the floor. Be nice. Be so nice to me. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's great. Let's look at your cards. No, oh my gosh. All right. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. We have the Page of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. Let's get everything organized. Everybody set? Let's go. First card is your ex's current state of mind. So right now they're experiencing a surge of emotions, possible feelings of love, compassion, emotional renewal. So something is going on in their life where they're just feeling all their emotions, feeling all their positive emotions. So let's go to, what is your ex's feelings about your past relationship? The 10 of Pentacles. So they view your relationship as something that was valuable and substantial. It was stable. It had long-term potential. Just wonderful things. It's just all the things you look for, really. So yeah, they're thinking about everything you had. Now, what is your ex's current thoughts about you? And you got the Page of Pentacles. So your ex is thinking about you with a sense of curiosity, practicality. They are considering new beginnings or opportunities with you. It looks like what you had has really inspired them to rethink about coming back into your life. Potential for communication. Is your ex going to reach out to you? This card, 8 of Wands, very high potential for coming in quick, honestly. And it's going to be direct communication. This is quick energy. The 8 of Wands is really fast energy. So potentially coming in pretty quick. So what is your guidance? Advice for you. And this is the 7 of Swords. So this is going to talk about a lot of things. It's going to say be cautious and be strategic. It's either talking that your ex might be deceitful or sneaky, or you might be deceitful or sneaky with this. It doesn't say yet why there was a breakup. Was it you? Was it them? If it was them, that broke up, it might have been because there was something they found out about you. If you broke up, it might have been their behavior that you just had enough of. This can be a sneaky card. This can be a deceitful card. But it can also say be cautious and be strategic. So we'll see where this goes with these cards. But there was a reason you broke up. They're remembering it as this wonderful, stable, valuable relationship. And they're very curious of what's going on with you now. This is a warning card. So let's see why. So, hanging on, release the past and let yourself love again. So that's telling me that you might have gotten hurt. Hurt because either you did something and it broke you up, or they did something and you were crushed by it. Either way, it seems like you're kind of stuck in the breakup for whatever reason. Inner compass, trust your instincts to lead you in the right direction. Okay, so here this is saying you need to be on guard. Trust your instincts. No matter what good messages are coming your way, possibly about your ex, trust your instincts. So this is leading me down to think that, something did happen. This is what they're thinking. Dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. Oh, honey. Okay, so it definitely looks like there was some dishonesty. So possibly this is telling you now that they lied to you. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. There was some dishonesty. So this is telling you to have your guard up. Okay, so that's why they're looking at it was so good. And it was something valuable. It was something worth fighting for. And they obviously screwed up. They lied about something. And you're kind of stuck there too, hey? Right over here. You need to let that go. Let's see what else. Guilty. I feel pain from the damage I have caused. Yep. That's why they're looking so fondly at this. I think they realized the mistake they made, the dishonesty. And they're feeling guilty. They feel bad that they hurt you because you're kind of hanging on. You're kind of stuck there. I think this might have rocked your world when you found this out. What a shame. Self-love. I am still trying to heal. So they're still trying to get over you. And I think that's why such wonderful feelings are coming up about you when they think about you. Because maybe you were that, that guiding energy and they messed up. Soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Yeah, see, they are realizing that they messed up. The soul contract kind of says you both learned something from this experience. Maybe they learned that, I have to be more honest. Like, I hurt people. And maybe you're learning, hey, I don't have to trust so hard that I let go of my inner compass. Maybe you had a little idea that this was going on and you ignored it. So together you both learned lessons. Chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. Yeah, they let a good thing go. They messed up. It's going to be up to you to say, would you trust this again? Because communication is going to be coming in. They are realizing what a gift you were. And they messed up. And they're feeling bad. They need to work on themselves. This was put in your path to teach you that you need to really trust yourself when you think something's not right, because it hurts you. You're stuck. It really hurts you. And they're realizing you have this chemistry because maybe the breakup was swift. I hope it was, because you don't need to linger in that energy. You need to really take care of yourself. I'm sure that you are still trying to heal from this too. Not just them, but you. Let's see what these little cards have. Sign. Scales. Keep your life in balance. So I think that is where you are right now. I think you are trying to balance out everything that happened. Balance out the hurt with the good. You're balancing out how you're moving on. cup. Dissatisfaction with life. I think that is where they are. I think they are realizing how good they had it, and life just isn't as great without you. They're dissatisfied with the way things are going now. They really messed up. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Yeah, I think this is for you. I think if you did have that conversation, I think you're going to realize that you can move on. I think your heart will change for the better. I think your heart will say, or you will finally say, yeah, we needed to break up. This wasn't going to work out. You did not appreciate me, and I need to find that person who values how wonderful I am. And I think you might realize that. If you do accept this conversation, I think you will realize how valuable and beautiful you are, and you should be treated so wonderfully. You are worth that. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. And yeah, I think that once you wrap your mind around it, once you stop hanging on to what could have been, what should have been, once you let go of that, I think that there will be doors opening up for you. I think the universe is just waiting for you to heal, waiting for you to feel in your heart that this is over. Once you get your ducks in a row, that yes, opportunities are coming in. They're just waiting for you. Fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Well, that might be this person. That might be the new person. We don't know which side. You know which side it is. Is that who we're talking about? Or is that possibly the new opportunity coming in? Don't know. Or is that the person that, interfered in this relationship? I don't know. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Yep, I think that's where all of this is going. You've got so many cards to say, once you decide to move on, once you stop hanging on, and once you start listening to your inner compass, success is assured. It's going to be good. And we've got April. Now that all depends on when you're watching this. If this breakdown happened in April, then this is coming for you pretty quickly. Maybe in April is when you finally get over this. You'll know what April means. Maybe that was the breakup in April. And it's taken you this long to ground yourself, to find yourself. Interesting. You are a prize worth keeping, pile 3. Don't ever forget that. You are worth all the good in the world. You bring so much to the table. Never accept less. That's what I'm getting from this. Psh, on the X. They let the greatest prize on earth let go. They let it go. And you will find that other person that fills your cup. You will. Thank you, pile 3. Thank you for picking this pile. It was a really interesting reading. I enjoyed this so much. And I hope to see you in another reading.